Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of the ranking of Amiga platformers. Today's game is James Pond 2 Robocod. This is definitely one of the most well-liked platformers on the Amiga. I'm getting sound. One second. I always hear this game brought up in discussions of the best Amiga platform games. So that's cool. Hello, Pixels. Absolutely. I'm actually going to have to restart this because my audio was messed up. So give me just a second. All right. Now we should be in business. So yeah, I know that this is one of Dreamcatch's favorites, and I assume that many people that grew up playing platformers on the Amiga have fond memories of James Pond 2, and to some extent the other James Pond games. So we're going to try this out and see where it stacks up in the ranking of Amiga platformers. Oh, looks like we not getting any game audio here. There we go. All right. Let me know if that is a good sound balance, guys. Hello, Ricky. So this game I remember from way back when we did on Amigos that it is sponsored by these biscuits, penguin biscuits, I don't know, of some kind. We'd call it, I don't know what we'd call it. We call it some kind of a chocolate covered cookie. So anyway, let's just dive right in here. Now, disclaimer, I am using a control pad, and I am using WHD load, which has second button support patched in. However, this is also the AGA port of James Pond 2, so it might have been in by default, because a lot of AG games did have 2-button support in by default. Yeah, I wonder about that too. Okay. So right off the bat, it looks like that we have some collectibles that are useless. So we will remember that for later on. All right, let's see this thing. Is this going to give us a hint? No, it's going to give us a star. What's a star for? I don't know. Yep, a bunch of different. So this is very Zool-like of the collecting of the small items for points. Soundtrack is jaunty. James Pond controls very, very differently than Mario or Sonic. He's a very floaty kind of fish. Your jump is, it's like you decelerate at the top of the jump and sort of float there, almost like Luigi in Super Mario Brothers 2. Oh, hello. Okay, not sure what that's about. Okay. I'm just curious. Okay, I hit escape. I think that just reset my game. I was checking to see if there was a way that you could see any of the like status of the things you're collecting, if you're working towards something or not. So, but I guess maybe that's not a thing. Maybe you're just supposed to pick up all this stuff. Hey, Barkbit. Hey, Michael. Hey, Dazzly. I do remember that your health is reflected by James's expression down there at the bottom of the screen. Okay. James is well animated. His shoulders move in tandem with his legs as he kind of struts around. And of course, who could forget this thing? You can stretch an amazing amount in this game. I mean, all the way up to the upper limits of the game. Yeah, I don't know what the point of those penguins are. So far, I don't think I've run into any enemies yet. Maybe this is just sort of a get to know you type level. Okay. Go up. Okay, well. Absolutely, Daz. This year's their year. And by this year's their year, I mean they'll be lucky if they win 3 games. This is the worst I've ever seen them. Okay, we're in our little car here. Oh, don't go away from me, car. So already, right off the bat, level 1, the level design leaves something to be desired, as you are what my goal is here is completely foreign to me. I mean, that was kind of cool. I got that car. I guess that was neat. But the car, really, there was nowhere to go with the car but back to where I've already been. Hey, Necronom. Do like they give you a little racing cap with the car. Okay. So why is the exit over there? I thought that was the way I came in. Weird. Okay, so this is like a little bonus stage. All right. Well, interesting. Okay. I guess we'll go in here next. I like how James kind of dances along to the music. Yeah. And again, unclear about what the progression is supposed to be here. I mean, they've put these things here for you, but I mean, maybe it's part of the charm of the game. Like, what if I just keep on going over this way? And nothing here. Okay. I guess you can't grab in onto anything there. It's kind of weird that you couldn't grab onto these platforms, since they are rather solid. Ugh. I don't know if I have a cheat turned on. Okay, never mind. This is okay. So it's not. You've got your life bars there in Pawn's hand, and then the amount of lives that you have is indicated by his fingers. I guess it's impossible to get more than 4 lives, or maybe he just shows 4 and then counts down at some point, and then maybe his expression changes the less lives that you have. Well, I did all that to collect some things, and you can grab onto that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. You know, it's funny, this game, I guess this game had a release on the consoles. I personally had never heard of James Pond or anyone that had played James Pond before we started Amigos, which leads me to wonder what kind of a stateside release Pond got. Man, the dancing is really starting to annoy me. And the music is also, it's very saccharine. Like, I have nothing against cheerful, but this is like, it's like one of those, it's like when they go to like the Happy Town and Roger Rabbit and everything is like happy all the time. I don't know. It's rubbing me the wrong way. Look at those bears too. Frightening. Probably not Picard. I haven't really been doing a lot of port comparisons, and there's already a lot of them that I want to do with games that I like more than Pond. It's like, you know, you're traveling all over this level, and you go down these paths, and all you find are collectibles that raise your score. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not a score-focused guy in an exploration platformer. Look at the jankiness of that animation. That's not good. You can't hear the music? Sorry, Necronom. I can crank it up some. Is that better? Oh, I've clicked outside the window. Okay. Well, Ricky, I couldn't see the exit. So maybe you saw it, but I did not see it. Okay. Now it looks like I am stuck in the level. Okay. Anybody have any hints on what to do when one becomes stuck in the geometry? I hate to restart because I don't think I've met a place where I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I can't do anything. I can duck. All right. Now, hopefully, I won't have to start at the very beginning. Now, okay, let's try this. Okay. Yep. Okay, so you do have some level choice, which is a point in this game's favor. Can't get in there yet. Okay. So this is kind of neat. Okay, and just to make sure, just in case anybody's wondering that didn't hear it, this is the AGA version of James Pond 2. Okay, so I guess we just got to go in. See, okay, if the objective of each level is to rescue the penguins, I didn't see any penguins in this level. There's the exit. Wow. This has to be Millennium's biggest franchise, right? I mean, did they do anything else noteworthy besides Pond? Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was very, very thankful that our stream on Amigos last night held out. Oh yeah, I see that. I'm gonna start the, I'm gonna just, let's see. Okay, we're doing okay now, right? Is everything okay? I'm noticing on OBS that my dropped frames are decreasing, which means that we should be on the right track, right? Okay. Like I said, I was worried last night with Amigos. Now, it's like you should be able to grab onto at least something up there, but you can't. So this game is like the opposite. It's blind jumperama. Because I guess well, I can't remember how I did this before. Yep. Okay, let's try this again. And no. This, I mean, that's a neat effect. When you hit the ground from a big distance, the screen shakes. It's different. Okay, now I keep trying to hit different buttons to, so I guess my expander is disabled when I'm on these platforms. Do I need to go? Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing that the perhaps the OCS CCS version doesn't have these backgrounds. Would not be worse off without them. These are definitely a far cry from the Zool 2 AGA backgrounds, which actually look pretty good. Or the Zool. Is it Zool or Zool 2 that got the AGA version? Probably Zool 2. Okay. Classic example of a blind jump place, maybe? Yeah, we've got to kind of come out. I guess it's not technically a blind jump because you can see a little bit of it here. That's a blind jump. Okay, we're going to try not to fall through the geometry. There's really a lack of enemies in this game. And they're just sort of haphazardly placed. I'm not sure. Not sure what that's about. So maybe what I need to do is just fall down right here to get to the end of the level. There's my... Oh, that's a penguin. So do I need to get that penguin? Is that one of the penguins? Oh, jeez. Okay. Do I not need that penguin? Because I won't go down there if I need it. I guess I can attach myself to these guys, right? Okay, I can. We'll just run down here and grab it. Okay, yep. This area right here just makes me afraid because this is where I fell into the geometry last time. All right. So how does one know that you've completed what you need to complete for the level? Because obviously I collected no penguins in that round. Spikes are not insta-death. That's a good thing. Okay. Yeah. This is just very bizarre when you think about like the teddy bears, the snakes. Like if it's a toy shop, I just don't understand why the teddy bears look so sad. Nope. I'm guessing, can I? Okay. Why does Santa's toy shop have so many like bewildered looking bears? Because those bears look okay, like those little ones. And why are there so many of them? Seems to me that they come from Santa's lazy level design workshop. Okay, well, it's the red's lights flashing. I beat the level. This is really bad, guys. This is not good. Can you fall through? Nope. Who knows how you get to that? I'm not gonna lie, guys. This might be the worst game that we've done so far on ranking of Amiga platformers. Now, that is not going to be any reflection on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet will still be as objective as ever, but this is really not a good game. Oh, that's how you get that guy. Okay. Let me beat this next level and then we'll try the OCS ECS version. It's like the pink balls you can jump in between, but the orange balls you can't. Why? Who knows? And who knows what those things are? And I beat a level. I feel nothing. Okay, let's take a look at the OCS ECS version. This tune's cool. I like that. Okay. I mean, what kind of game does that? What kind of game puts you in a level, puts the exit to your left, and then just allows you to leave? And why is he jumping up and down like he did something? It's like I'm looking at an NFL player. Yeah, it's true, Pixels. Lemmings does let you do that. You're absolutely correct. Okay, well, this is the exact same level that we were in before with the exact same horrible design. You know, it's like these guys heard about Super Mario Brothers in a book without seeing it, and then they were like, well, we could probably build something like that. It's got platforms and jumping. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I have to get over there to be able to beat the level. To tell you the truth, guys, this looks, I mean, are you seeing big differences between the OCS ECS version and the AGA version in terms of the graphics? To me, it looks identical. I can't tell a difference at all. Oh shoot, I need to go up from there. Oh. Jeez. Man, I got freaking lucky there. And it's like, you don't have to make this a blind jump. You shouldn't have to waggle your way out. Like, if you're a player, you want to know where you're going, because if you screw up, you're going to have to go through this whole thing again. This doesn't make anybody feel good. So you're saying that I'm still playing the same version of the game? Well, I've got two versions on my yeah, this is the that was the OCS ECS version. As far as, you know, anybody knows. I can try Amiga forever and see if... Let's see if this gives us anything else. Okay. This is definitely the OCS ECS version. And I've already forgotten how to... Hang on. Oh. Now with Amiga Forever, you are loading off ADFs. So maybe it didn't crash just now. Maybe. Or maybe it did. I don't know. I'm not a pro with Amiga Forever. I think it probably crashed. Let's try the company, shall we? Okay, so I'm guessing well, this doesn't even have the game on here. This is just the docs. So yeah, if there is an alternate version of James Pond that is somehow different than what you're, Picard, are you saying that there is a 1200 version that is different than the AGA version that is also different than the OCS ECS version? Hey, Lobsterminator. Because on my version of yeah, this is definitely the OCS ECS version. Yeah. And in fact, the box art on FSUAE is the one that you see here. The one that I started out playing was the new levels thing. Just to make sure, let's do this. Oh, that's the chat. Where is my, there we go. Let's watch this together, shall we? So this is a CD32. Okay, so this guy is going up to some, I don't even know what he's doing. Yeah. This guy's out of control. Okay. So yeah, it's the same levels. So yeah, it's time for the ranking of Amiga platformers. James Pond 2. Okay, let's make this nice and big so you can see it. Okay, wonky controls, no variable height jump, excessive momentum, not a problem. Pond controls well. Time limit, there's no time limit. Cannot beat level 1 in under 5 minutes, no problem. No in-game music, music loops under 1 minute, no big deal. I am going to add a comment here. Okay. Lazy character animation. Pond he's animated all right. Meaningless collectibles, yes. Blind jumps, yes. There are branching paths. I know there's hidden worlds and things like that, so that's fine. No continues, no password system, no checkpoints. There may be some, but I didn't see them. No power-ups. So, James Pond 2 Robocod ranks in with a score of 6, tying it with Zool as the worst platformer I have yet reviewed. If there are continues, Ricky, I did not see them. If there are power-ups, I did not see them. So remember, this is all based on half an hour of playing in the game. So, it does it just like how so many, according to, fans of various games, once you get to level 32, the game turns awesome. If I play the game for a half an hour and I don't experience these things, then they don't get put on the list. That is the rules of the game. No, I didn't finish level 1. I played for, level 1 is the, I guess I should really, further define what level 1 is too. Can you finish the first stage in under 5 minutes? So I should probably change this. Now, maybe we should go back in and play some more. Maybe I shouldn't dock this thing for not having continues and pauses, because we never actually got to a game over screen. So that was unfair. We'll give this a 7. We'll give it a 7. I am going to dock it for not having power-ups, though. If you play for half an hour and you don't get power-ups, like that car, was that a power-up? It didn't seem to do anything for me except, drive me around. I didn't pick up anything that changed my costume, that gave me further powers other than, the power-up that you start with. I mean, I think that's fair. If they are power-ups, I don't know what they do. Like I definitely collected stars, but I don't know how they made me any more powerful at all. So, I mean, 7 is not a bad score, but it definitely reflects the fact that I do not share the opinions of so many Amiga fans out there that rank James Pond 2 as like the best platformer on the system. I just don't. I did not have, like I said, I had more fun playing Zool than I had playing James Pond. And Woody's World beats the crap out of James Pond. Like, Woody's World's way, way better. I don't understand the hate that Woody's World gets. So, anyway, yeah, that's been this week's edition of the ranking of Amiga platformers. So, thank you, Picard, Judge West, Ricky DeRocher, Pixels of Dawn, Necronom, Lobsterminator. Thank you for joining me on this this journey. And if you disagree with me, feel free to leave me a comment in the YouTube comments and tell me just how wrong I am. I love a good discussion, and this is an attempt to objectify the subjective, and all such attempts will be imperfect. But anyway, until next time, see you guys later. Adios.